Now, when you see I'm doing the front section, I'm going to start highlighting baby lights all the way down in a diagonal going back along their hairline. I love this, and I know the clients do too, because when they pull up their hair, everything's really soft and blended. The finer you can go around the edges, the better, because when you weave hair finer, what happens? It's softer and blends better. When you weave the stitches chunky, you've got more dimension and there's more contrast. So that's going to be a little stronger and dark to light. You can see how many pieces of little baby lights I have along there and how fine and also how close I get to their roots. We went brighter, lighter around the face, which creates face framing, and it's called a money piece. This sounds like a lot of steps. You got step 1, highlight, step 2, roots, step 3, lowlights, step 4, shampoo, step 5, we're going to do the Shades EQ gloss, where it is also a deposit only. It is a hair color that thinks it's a conditioner. To me, when I'm pre-lightening hair, that's creating a blank canvas. That canvas now is mine to work with whatever it is that the client or I see fit. Now with all of this, how do you choose what color? The biggest thing is it's through client consultation, seeing what the client's preference is, but more importantly, how is their skin tone? Do they have warm skin tone? Is their skin tone cool, or are they somewhere in the middle? Because if you take a color and you gloss over all these highlighted pieces, the most important thing's going to be, is it complementary to her skin tone? If you have someone that's really extreme warm skin tone, you're gonna want to complement it with more of a golden blonde. If you have somebody that has very cool skin tone, like my client in this case, and complement them with a little bit of a cooler gloss. See in the back of her head here that there's a lot of different bands. This is actually her first time in. The first time that they're in, I set a pattern and I follow it from there. So basically the highlight pattern I'm putting in, I will be able to follow the next time, and I won't usually, for any reason, put lightener on her ends again because they're already light and you want to be super careful not to keep putting blonde on top of blonde. In the back corners, left and right side, I did diagonal going back. So if you took a comb and a marble drop down the comb, it's going to roll going to the back. Now in this section, you can see I get really close and I did micro stitching, and I touch up the roots first with the brush flat, and then I turn it sideways to feather it through the other parts of the hair that might be brassy and not quite light enough. And then there's also parts that are brown that we're going to make brighter. I feel the most important part about what I'm doing here today is 1, having a plan, and 2, having a client consultation and being really clear on what my goal is and what her goal is. 3, spelling it out for the client when it comes to how long is it going to take, how many times are they expected to come in, and how much is it going to cost. Lastly, you need to keep records on every single color you do, so you have a starting point. If they want it lighter next time or if they want it darker, you know exactly what you need to do.